LA Galaxy losing to Colorado. There was some drama. Kevin Cabral, former DP from.
Well, there's a couple of former players who scored against their old teams. But this is not the one I think we'd lead with.
He was quite happy.
Bro, he had a booty career in LA, bro.
But you don't really hear of DPs getting traded, and he's one of them.
He was trash.
But he scored against his former team. He did
at his own back.
Yeah, at his name.
Yeah.
A lot of times, sometimes they go to the badge. They tap the badge. But he was like, nah. Don't speak on my name, bro. Yeah. Okay,
put some respect on the back of my.
Did you see his almost goal? That was almost better
almost
than,
goal.
The first
was
one.
saucy. It was great.
A crazy first.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to talk about Josef Martinez.
Oh, yeah, obviously, yes.
Yeah, that seems a bit more important. But I do want to remind everyone that Kevin Cabral, he's French.
He's French. I don't know what
There's an accent over the E.
Say it like a Latin mom.
There's an accent over the E.
I mean,
La cocina. Madre de la cocina.
Me dijeron lo que tú hiciste. Yeah, they told me what you did. Let me translate that. He played 67 games for LA Galaxy.
Yeah.
How many goals did he score?
No, he didn't score more than 8.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
8. Come on now.
Bro. He was not great.
And that was his second goal for Colorado Rapids.
What does that say, though, man?
He's doing a running, man.
To me, it says something's wrong with LA Galaxy, and Kevin Cabral is probably a very good player and would be probably fine almost anywhere else. He's also on a bad team, right? Colorado are not that great.
They're not great.
But clearly, I think they're in a better position, than LA Galaxy at the moment.
Yeah, great. What was his name? Michael Lewis, the kid who used to play for Jonathan Lewis.
Yes.
Jonathan Lewis, great goal.
Michael Lewis was what, a runner?
I think he was a running back.
Maybe both.
Michael Lewis? He's a writer. He wrote like The Big Short.
No, that's not the one I was Trust me, that's not the one.
Bro, Moneyball? The Blind Side? Michael Lewis?
Nah, that's not who I was.
Disrespecting my guy.
I just learned that right this moment when you said it.
Okay, so Inter Miami beating Atlanta United.
Here's the important part. 2 things happened. 1, Josef Martinez scored and celebrated. He scored 2, by the way. He got his 100th goal.
He celebrated.
He did his old knee dip, the whole nine.
The king. Yeah.
How you feel about that? Because the reason I bring that up is Charlie Davies goes, well, there's a difference between scoring against your old club in their home and in your home. And I'm like, I'll let you have that because you're the former player, but I don't think so.
I don't think so. I look, as soon as I saw it, it felt like, that rules out the door for Josef Martinez.
You know what it reminded me of? Remember when Kobe and Shaq had that beef and Shaq rapped at that, like, he said, Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes?
Yeah.
That's the moment.
Classic bar.
Right. This is,
I mean, hip-hop histories.
Right above the Shaq Fu album.
Okay.
No disrespect to Shaq. He's a legend.
Shaq also has a new rap song.
No, God, no.
He does.
No, please
I didn't hear the rap song.
I think he's DJing now. It might be DJ.
No. There's
Please,
a video of him he's in like a digital
because you're bringing this up,
semi-truck.
I'm going to check if Everton are losing. Because you're bringing this up. This is all we have.
It's like modern. It's like trap music kind of.
Really?
Shaq is back, bro. Okay.
Never left.
So Josef Martinez, what are we looking at? Oh, 4-1.
In the 90th minute.
All right. I mean, I'm upset about the goal we gave up, but we're out of the relegation zone.
But you also got an own goal from Steele.
Okay.
6 minutes added.
All right. That's
They don't want us to win.
Referees are haters.
For those of you listening, where the Brighton Everton match is going on in the background, and Christian was losing during the first half because Everton played well. That was it. That's all it took.
I'm like, look at all the passes they're completing.
He actually Googled, can you rename your baby to Corey after it's been born?
Okay. I just got his birth certificate. I'm like scrubbing it. I'm writing it out. I'm like erasing it.
I mean, this ink why is this ink so strong?
How do you spell Abdullahi?
Okay. I gotta learn how to spell it, but kid, we're changing your name.
No, baby girl, trust me. This is important to me.
Josef Martinez getting celebrating like this, it just to me highlights the fact that this only happens when your club, your former club, disrespects you.
Well, you heard what he said in the post game.
I didn't hear. What did he say?
He said, "Well, something. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But the second part is true. He said, like, I wouldn't have felt so strongly if it wasn't for being asked to leave the club and not being able to say goodbye to my teammates in the locker room.
Ah.
So, like when you get fired, bro, they're like, yo, your key card don't even work, dog.
It's like the Jets meme when the guy trying to get back into the training center. Like, oh, bro, what are you doing?
Nah, man, we changed the code.
He's like, oh, man, I think I'm done.
Oh, your stuff? No, it's in a box, dude. It's over by your car, bro. You good. Don't go back in there. Nobody wants to talk to you.
Yeah, so, when you do stuff, we can't criticize Josef Martinez that harshly because we don't know exactly what happened, but we know in general, Atlanta and Gonzalo Pineda and probably Bocanegra, because a lot of fans, even Atlanta United fans, were like, this is on. They're more upset even after the.
They're
two
with
goals.
Joseph.
They're with Joseph. They're like, we deserve this because of how we treated our club's best player and historically, kind of just legend of the club. Even though the club hasn't been around too long.
There's a lot of drama for a club that's been around for only a few years. Less than a decade.
But I love it.
This is important. I think this is part of a growing league.
This is how it works. And as MLS fans, we were talking about this last week, where we have to figure out, because there's no relegation, we have to figure out what is the thing that hurts us the most. What is the thing that we are risking? Because there's an inherent passion that comes with possibly losing it all, right? Like if you gamble all your wealth, it's like, all right, I care about this next where this ball lands.
Right. In England, right? You're an Everton fan. If you play badly enough, you play Scunthorpe next season.
Nobody wants Scunthorpe.
Nobody wants to do that, bro. Don't nobody want to go there.
Not because we're scared, but because I don't even think they have concrete roads to get to.
Also, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say that word on air.
Okay, apology. Look, incoming apology next week. I promise.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Look, I with Atlanta United fans getting frustrated, and even look with Ezra Hendrickson and Gerhard Struber and Struber with after the racial slur incident with Dante Van Zier, and Struber being like, nah, he didn't. What are you talking about?
What?
We're playing soccer. What are you talking about?
Why? Because my own goalkeeper was telling me I should take him off. I should listen to him. No one presented me with any facts.
It shows that there's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot fans really do care, and if you look at any of the comments under any Red Bull tweet, they're all saying Van Zier out and Struber out, and now they're just saying like, yo, now that Struber's out, when are we getting rid of Dante Van Zier and stuff? So it's we don't have the we're going to be relegated next season type of thing, but fans do care.
I think irrelevancy is the biggest fear.
That's the worst one.
Yeah, and this is going to sound like I'm shitting on Red Bulls because we're NYCFC fans. But just looking at the league from a sort of a bird's eye view, you run the real fear if you're a Chicago or a New York Red Bulls or one of these teams that isn't necessarily lighting it up in the stands. You know what I mean?
Right.
You run the risk of becoming irrelevant if you don't win enough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what we see in a lot of American sports leagues, like non-MLS with no promotion relegation. Like you have so many teams like MLB, NBA who just aren't trying.
Did you see the Oakland A's? The video of their stands, they had less than 2,500 people at a game.
Did you hear what their announcer said?
Oh, that was bad.
Was that Oakland? I knew it was. I saw the video, but yeah.
Well, those 1,000 people ain't going to the game. I'll tell you that.
What is it with these
baseball announcers, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, it's just like
actually that announcer and Dante Van Zier are going to start a podcast.
Tom Brenneman get the guy from the Reds.
Yeah. Okay, Castellanos. Long drive to left. But no. So look, it's a there's a couple other teams that I think. Vancouver. I saw that game as well. They won 3-2 against Minnesota. Oh, we have to talk about Emmanuel Reynoso coming back to Minnesota United.
No, he came back to Minnesota.
Oh.
If you look at the statement, he's back in Minnesota.
Well, they said he's rejoined the team, but he is not. They're still deciding what the penalty is going to be, and they don't know what is going to happen. I am dying to know what what happened out of just curiosity. He was obviously, he didn't show up to preseason. They said they were in communication with him. He's obviously their designated player. He's a great midfielder, their best player by far. And we just couldn't get a reason as to why he just didn't show up. And he has a bit of a history with, there was something, right? He was in a fight or something like that a couple years ago. Something happened. There was some incident with him.
I believe from reports he pistol whipped somebody.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
He had like a 16-year-old with a gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but I think also he's got ties to some.
okay. Alleged. Okay, we don't know.
Again, all this is alleged from what's been talked about.
Yeah,
on
And
the
you already know,
internet.
so if you're listening, this is
We don't know what what it is.
Again, if you're listening, the voice you're listening to is of Christian Polanco.
You don't. Okay, we don't want to. We just know we don't want to piss off Emmanuel right now. So that's all we know.
I just want, if you have a gun and the way you use it is by hitting someone with it, you've held a gun before. You know what I mean? That doesn't seem like your first instinct. So
I hope.
But I don't know the background. I don't know the story. He just disappeared.
I hope it's not anything criminal.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
Or I hope he's okay.
Totally.